Welcome to Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and here they cherish games that are played at night. But a Saturday afternoon in Tiger Stadium is pretty special as well. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. Fair catch, called for and... This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. SEC versus the Big Ten. They compete at everything. They try to outspend each other, and they certainly want to beat each other on the field.
So many national championships, so many Heisman Trophy winners shared between these two conferences, David. Everybody gets excited when the Big Ten takes on the SEC.
And these games matter so much. The fans get so amped up, so juiced up, to the point where we hear in the stands what? SEC. SEC. They wouldn't say that if conference pride wasn't a real thing.
All kinds of room to the right. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. He's got 48 yards rushing now. What a way to start this season. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And he's got it. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Offense getting set for first down. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20 and pick up a 5. So, guys, over the last few years, there have been seismic changes to college football. Realignment, name, image, and likeness. But one of the biggest changes, the transfer portal.
Yeah, and now guys that are unhappy or in a situation where they see something that they'd rather be in, now you can leave, and there is no penalty. So a lot of recruiting, Jesse, on other people's teams that go on throughout a season.
Yeah, it's 365, and it's a lot of pressure on coaches to re-recruit their own players as well to try to keep those rosters intact. But the transfer portal completely flips rosters upside down. One team that struggles this year, if they get one key addition, it's a team potentially competing for a national championship next season.
To the air on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and they forced the incompletion.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. He's going to let it go. Ball in the air, intercepted.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Well, the most insightful analysis I can come up with on that one is that didn't work. Back to the drawing board to see if there's something that looks a little better soon.
Or if I can quote the great Reese Davis, that was very ungood. Not a productive first down play.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. On third down, going up top. He'll pull it down and run. How about that nice run from this junior quarterback?
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping.
Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for two out to the 26. The Nittany Lions in the hurry-up. Looking for space, it's Singleton. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Wants to throw. It's Allard. Trying to escape and get it himself. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. Just a short pass to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. They're bringing heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback, give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds his man and they convert. That's a 20. He's got space. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Penn State! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Penn State 14, LSU 0.
He'll call for the fair catch here. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse. Gonna let it fly. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Nussmeier. It's complete to the right. And they'll stop it just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Trying to get to it. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
How about the defense loading up? What are you thinking? You're thinking run, right? 3rd and inches. I got to get up to the line of scrimmage, bring all those bodies. They throw the football, but they quickly have all those bodies near the line of scrimmage, convert it to a pass rush, get the quarterback on the ground. Big stop for the defense.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Fires to the wideout. And that one's going to be batted away incomplete, and we have played one.
That's the end of the first quarter. Penn State 14, LSU 0.
First down to start the drive after the break. DB's right up on the receivers. They'll throw it on 1st down. Fires to the right. Snags it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown.
0.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points.
Fires and picked off. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Looking for the end zone. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Hey, man, they've got a big lead on offense, and they are still taking shots. They are challenging this secondary deep down the field. They barely missed out.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
On the move, it's Singleton. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. He's now up to 70 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. The Nittany Lions have their offense in high gear. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Touchdown, Penn State! And they take it in for 6 more points. On to attempt the try. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit about to go to work.
Set to kick it off.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into the rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Going over the top. And he's got it inside the 25. He was off to the races and maybe another step or two and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. LSU looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. They run the reverse. Makes a man miss. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down.
Oh, you got to be so good making tackles because this guy in space is dangerous. They give it to him on the jet sweep, and he's able to make a few people miss, get some positive yards.
Goes to the option. Quick toss. And they corral him at the 2-yard line. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Might as well stick with him. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers! Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, and it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to kick this one away.
He's going to bring it out from deep. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
Offense will take over. 1st and 10.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football. He's going for a big play downfield. And they can't make the connection going for a big play on 1st down.
Well, if at first you succeed, try again. They've already linked up twice for touchdown passes, so no question the quarterback here still in the 1st half looking for his go-to guy, but you got to give the defense credit there. They were expecting it, and they were able to make sure that one fell incomplete.
Looking to throw, it's Allard. He's not afraid to go deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. The Nittany Lions headed quickly to the line. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Fires into traffic, it's picked off. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity. first down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. The pitch. On the move is the 30. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
That's a really nice run. One thing I love about him is he's got versatility. Reminds me of a guy I used to play against back in the day, Kevin Falk. He could catch the ball, he could run the ball, he could block, he returned kicks. He did everything for the LSU Tigers, and this guy, he's got that ability too. So many different tools in his toolbox.
Right back to the well. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
A nice job by this offense, putting the scoring drive together. And now listen, it's not even halftime yet, so keep fighting. Going to halftime, regroup. We found a little something on this drive. See if we can cut into this lead and continue to make this game closer and closer.
14.
He'll bring it out. It's Saunders. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out, you got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
They'll throw it on first down. Going for the big play. He's got it inside the 25. And he's running in the open. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
And back in the day, you used to line up and your tight end was a blocker and you threw it to him short. Now, these guys are being so dynamic in space and so athletic. Now they can make big, huge plays for your offense and put points on the board in a hurry.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. He's going up top. Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, LSU!
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
LSU 21.
So much for the touchback. Here he comes. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jess.
Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. They're trying to get to it. It's caught downfield. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Caught over the middle. It's Singleton. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. Touchdown, Penn State! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
Number 7, Halton in the end zone.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Catch in the middle. It's Thomas. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. And this junior loves to show off that big arm. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
Man, it's so important when you play. Know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket, threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Quarterback will audible. He's going to pass. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Throws to the wideout. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Trying to find his man on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Penn State 42, LSU 21.
And the Nittany Lions will kick it away to crank up the second half. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score, I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one.
Off he goes. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
That's a really nice job hauling that pass in, and you think LSU has just been such a breeding ground in recent years for receivers. Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, OBJ, Jarvis Landry. They all have the ability to make a play anywhere on the field, and that's what this guy can do. You can line...
Deep shot for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Tigers.
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense, going with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field and getting the big touchdown.
And he puts through the extra point. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The offense set for a first down play. The give to the back. Finds Zach Priest, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Unloads to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Dropping back, it's Aller. He'll take the deep shot. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Man, that is a huge missed opportunity for this offense. When big plays like that present themselves, you've got to hit them. Receiver did a great job with his route. He was able to get behind coverage. He had a step on his man. Quarterback's got to be able to make that throw.
What a turning point this could be. The offense is going for it inside its own 30. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. He'll take another shot here. Snags it on the right. Running toward the tape. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Akron is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up this week in practice. They're up by 17 over the Royals. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they... Looking deep. It's complete. A huge pickup. And the big gain. They've got it on the 46. You get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. Finds the tight end. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. They'll try the right side. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. The Tigers want to move quickly. They'll give it to him again. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers!
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. The kickoff team out there to boot it away and 15 yards farther up the field after the roughing the kicker penalty. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets him 30-plus.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
56, LSU, 35.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled, you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Getting a little fancy with a give to the wide receiver here. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
It is so easy when you're a defensive player, when you watch a little misdirection of the ball go one way, to turn and to run. That's not my job. My job is to stay home. The defensive did a good job of that. Defense stayed home, made the play.
Fires to the wideout. He's got it, making Burton. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to pass. It's Nussmeier. Quickly to the tight end. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Going up top on first down. Going to take a shot. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got it at the 15-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up.
Oh, he wants it all. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Now it's 2nd and 10 from the 15. Looking for room, it's Singleton. Open space at the 25. Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Throws to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. The Nittany Lions want to pick up the tempo. And back to the air on 2nd down. Pressure coming. And the defense gets to the quarterback. 3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. You want to talk about a decision that could blow up in your face, going for it inside your own 40. On 4th down, they're taking to the air, getting some heat. And they can't connect, a costly turnover on down.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
The give to the left side. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Man, that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And I'll tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. Penn State 56, LSU 35.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ball game.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Defensively, man, I play so much more man coverage when it gets down near the red zone, down inside the 20-yard line, this area of the field.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. The D scoops it up, and everybody reverses field. He's at the 40, the 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And the defense doing work.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
And he makes the extra point. They're out there to kick it off. The return team must rivet that ball to their rib cage. Can't afford another turnover. On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. They'll start this drive with a pass. He lets one fly deep. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Touchdown, Penn State! And the beatdown has ensued. Lining up for the PAT. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Wants to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup.
Oh, the ball's on the ground. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And he was under so much duress on that play. You saw him scrambling, trying to buy time, doing everything he can to keep the play alive. But the defense just kept coming in waves, and he got a little bit downfield before they finally knocked it out and jumped on that fumble.
He'll pull it down. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. The Nittany Lions want to crank the tempo. Dropping back, it's Aller. Gonna take a shot. And the pass is intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Running to the left. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Going to try to get it himself. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. He'll ride his man on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. And he makes the catch inside the 10. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. LSU lining up first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
And lost ground on first down. Now second and goal from the 5. To the air, it's Nussmeier. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like, they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous party, the consolation prize.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game one. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick.
That is a perfectly executed onside kick. Great job by the kicker, making sure the ball goes 10 yards, and then how about the kicking team diving on top of that ball?
A first down for the offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. He wants a big play here late. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
On third down, he drops to throw. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloaded just as he throws. It's incomplete, and they stop him on fourth down.
I think after failing on the fourth down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. The Nittany Lions will hustle to the line. To the air, it's Allard. Throws to the back. He's got him this time. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his.
And that's good enough for a first down.
It's a reverse.
Well, it's a huge play on the jet sweep, getting that first down. Defensively, I think everybody had their eyes in the backfield. They were not expecting that guy to get the football that quickly and be on the perimeter of the field.
He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And the pummeling has started. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
77, LSU 42.
Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to...
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception.
And he's got it inside the 20. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
That's a first down for the offense.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Timeout is called with just a single second left.
Timeout, Penn State.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here. The inside handoff. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You played through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the ceiling touchdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Plenty of fireworks in this one, a lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you. You saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much